It's not miraculous. We talked about this with
not miraculously, but,
coincidentally.
Yeah.
It's not coincidence. Remember the episode where we talked about the Scott Key Bridge?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's just bad maintenance.
Yeah.
I want to get this. I want to get this boat on the water. We don't have enough. I don't care. Put it in the
They
water.
had enough. That's the thing. They counted enough for every single passenger, and this is what they said.
Yes.
They counted enough, but then once everything was said and done, they didn't have enough for everybody.
Okay, so before we get this whole thing started, I got some jokes for you.
Okay.
2 conspiracy theorists walk into a bar.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that was just a coincidence.
So stupid.
Here's the second one. 2 conspiracy theorists die and go to heaven. St. Peter says, I know you 2 are conspiracy theorists. Name a conspiracy and I'll tell you what really happened. First guy, who killed JFK? St. Peter. Lee Harvey Oswald. Second guy, what shape is the earth? St. Peter. Round. First guy looks at the second guy and says, this thing goes up way higher than we thought.
It's good. It's so
Fantastic.
stupid. Welcome back, guys. This is Thanks Hated It. I'm here with the absolutely luxurious looking Amber.
Hey,
With the orange Ryan. What is happening here?
ILL.
Yeah? Is that the hat too?
I-N-I. Yes,
Good
sir.
Lord,
Yes,
man.
sir. I'm
Are
all
they
decked
playing?
out.
IL.
No, and I grabbed this shirt and
I read something like it's Game 7 right now.
International
Of the-
Lovers Lane?
I don't know.
of the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
but-
sports.
Sports.
Hell if I know.
We love sports and we don't care who knows.
It's all one word. Hell if I know. Yeah, no idea.
From shooting hoops to the
ILL?
Super Bowl.
International Lovers Lanes?
No.
Yeah.
ILL. INI is the correct response.
Illinois is for lovers.
Illinois. The Fighting Illini. Just-
What was the...
Ohio is for lovers is the Hawthorne Heights song.
I thought it was Virginia.
I thought it was
Well,
Wisconsin.
Virginia is for lovers is their like
That's
state
what I thought.
motto
We were
or
just
whatever.
there. Also, great vacation. Way too short. We didn't want to come back.
Speaking of Virginia.
And I'm Justin. Welcome to the podcast.
Speaking of Virginia.
Yeah.
Satan put dinosaur bones in the earth.
I
to
read
test our
about that.
faith.
I read about that, or I heard about it when I was looking through them.
I've got a friend of ours who believes that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I believe you've met him. And this was 10 years ago now. I gave him that theory, and he's like, I believe it. I completely believe it. He was
Satan's
absolutely...
testing us, y'all.
He was... not today. He was definitely on
Not
the side...
today, Satan.
Yeah. He was definitely on the side of, that's true. I know it's true. I've read the stories. So... I think he's a flat earther too,
Because the earth is flat.
because I think it's a Christian thing, or
Well, it's a
not really Christian, but
it's
they
certain
are.
sects of Christianity.
How long have you had that stand? Is that the one you just got? No, that one, the TV stand.
That's the one I just got.
Oh, okay. I was like, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that before.
Squirrel.
Ooh, yes, it's tech. I'm excited.
With the Minecraft pillow on it.
It's a Minecraft glow squid. Thank you very much. My mom got it for me when I first bought this house.
You can
Did I not
snip,
just say
snip.
Minecraft pillow?
It's
He's
a
like, no,
plushie.
it's Minecraft.
It's a glow squid from Minecraft,
I
and
thought
it's
that was gassed.
good.
That's
Good.
Pokemon.
That's Pokemon.
Ghastly.
Digimon. Somehow I've gotten into the vein of finding the most deranged music videos or
Oh my
just
God.
like snippets. I don't know if we can even play them, like, because it's copyright.
Beelzebub.
I think you can listen to
I
it
mean,
like headphones,
yeah.
but I mean,
We
I
could
don't
play.
know.
We could probably play the video because we're reacting, but we probably depending on
No
the music.
idea. All I know is
It'll just-
I've
it'll just be one of us. Do 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 do
Yeah.
do do.
Bango. I've gotten into the vein. I am absolutely mining this vein of music videos or songs that I've heard over the years where I'll send it to somebody because I think it's hilarious, and they send it back, thanks, hated it, and it works every time. And I'm starting to like log them down now, and I can't wait to show. It's almost going to be like a cringe video, and
that's fine.
It's pretty bad. I'll be honest.
Isn't
What's
that
funny?
what React videos are?
Well, I don't know. I think reacts are like everything, but cringe videos are like specifically, I want to make your skin crawl.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm going to try to not go so cringe and get it back into react, but I'm in a vein and I'm mining it.
We can do a bunch of different stuff. We'll just pull out the Cinnamon Toast Ken style where he just grabs everything and anything.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the two guys that are reacting to
Sucking on a chili dog.
yeah.
So
it's
good.
the two guys reacting to the like To Catch a Predator videos and the
Oh,
stuff.
that's him.
Yeah.
I thought it was the
And
other
he's
guy.
done a bunch of different stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Literally constantly watching To Catch a Predator, which is the funniest thing I've seen on YouTube, is two grown men together quietly in a room reacting to Catch a Predator. So good.
When they had Chris Hansen on, Dane, who's the other dude, Buff Pro, he walks in the door, and they cut to Chris Hansen. He's like, "I'm going to need you to take a seat." He goes,
I remember you telling me about
Absolutely
that.
So
not.
I remember
So
you telling
good.
me.
Don't ever fuck around like that. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I think they just haven't actually put it out into the maybe like the general public, but they stopped that show because of a death, right?
That was a legit thing. Yeah, it was a.
I wasn't gonna go full on and say the.
I don't know the name, but he was a public office holder,
Yeah.
like a attorney,
Yeah.
or in the attorney's office, and offed himself while they were there. Like they were outside his house,
The one that
knocking on his door, and he offed himself.
Oh no!
Yeah, they were
Oh my God.
outside his door.
Well, good, but
Oh,
fuck that guy. The one that I've heard recently on another podcast is sewer slide, because you can't say the real word because
Oh,
algorithm.
Yeah.
So sewer slide.
so
Awesome.
that's not
Awesome.
actually. So that was a TikTok thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It
It's
was on.
not an
Hey,
actual
TikTok.
thing. Yeah. It was not an actual thing on.
Oh, I
YouTube.
forgot. I forgot we're on TikTok. Oh my God. They might ban you for this.
Yeah, probably.
Because we're about to go into some things.
That's
Also,
fine.
again, I don't know if that's a conspiracy or if that's real. Like why they stopped the show.
No, that is 100% real.
That's insane.
Because the family sued them, sued the show for false, whatever. I don't know,
I mean,
false statements.
Was it false?
Well, he never got his time in court, and he offed himself.
Ah, why would he off himself?
I have a
Yeah, exactly.
If I
No,
see
it's-
Chris Hansen and off myself, you can pretty much guarantee that's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Like woof.
I have a
Anyway.
conspiracy. It's a Disney conspiracy, but it kind of goes hand in hand, sort of, kind of, not really. So, did you know?
Disney conspiracy?
Yeah, there's a
Pizzagate.
bunch of them.
Don't
So-
say that on TikTok.
I didn't hear
Oh my
it.
God.
It's okay. So, you know the movie Frozen, Avi, right?
Right.
So, Frozen was made to hide the fact that Walt Disney's
Ah,
head
yes.
was supposed to be cryogenically frozen, and you literally cannot look it up without it pulling up the movie Frozen.
Was supposed to be is what the words you just used?
That's what they said, and then like the
Supposed to be or supposedly?
So supposed to be hiding.
No. She said his head was supposed to be cryogenically frozen.
supposedly
Supposedly.
or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because I thought you were saying supposed to be, and I'm like, then what happened to
No.
it? Like, what do you mean?
No. So
Did they lose it like JFK?
from
Did you hear about that?
small-
They lost his brain.
What? How do you lose a brain?
Yeah. So JFK
I have
after
another one.
after the ablabilation, I don't know what we can say on here.
Yeah.
They lost his brain. What does that mean? What do you mean you lost a brain? You know how many people have to be fired down the chain of command
Oh yeah.
if you lose a brain? Like
An
lose a brain.
assassinated president's brain.
Yeah, like what are you talking about right now?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
what was left of it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
But what was
Ooh,
funny is
that
you
was
said,
rough.
You said that, and
Yeah.
I immediately just I go, oh, it went to the Wally's passengers because they were cannibals. Is another Disney conspiracy.
The what?
The
Try that again.
Wally's passengers, like the passengers that are on that rocket, whatever, spaceship.
Yeah, okay.
Are we still on Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
The movie
you had
Wally.
said, where did his brain go? And I was like, the passengers ate it. It was a joke.
Of
but
Wally.
of
Okay, I don't
Wally,
remember the name
yeah.
of the ship. I think that's what threw me.
I don't remember the name, but I said Wally's passengers.
Understood.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
So the passengers in Wally apparently are supposed to be cannibals
yeah.
because they really don't hint like what happens to them and where they go because like they're in space and everything like that, and they have like timed meals. So.
And there's no real evidence as far as like how they get their food.
Yeah, because they're in a ship.
It's a big ship.
How?
Yeah.
Is it
But
one
they don't know
ship?
plants. They don't know anything.
Well, that's what, is it one ship?
Mm-hmm.
So if one ship has the entire population of Earth on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Follow me. They've got room for a farm.
But
yeah.
they don't.
They don't have enough room for a farm big
thing
enough for the
is,
population of Earth.
The whole thing of the
So
movie,
that's a good
though,
point.
is they saw the plant and they were like, "Oh my god, what is this?" So they're not farming. They're farming, but they're not farming. Farming
You
plants.
would have specialization on that ship.
Is soy a farm or soy a plant?
But it would still grow
Yeah.
like a plant, like what they
And
see
they
in the
don't know what
movie,
that
and they
is.
have
Soy-
no idea what it is.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, okay, Soylent. Like they just make
Soy-
everything out
well,
of soy. But
Soylent
soy
is
a
completely different than soybeans or soy.
I mean, it's in the future. Like it's a
Soylent
big ass
Green.
ship.
I mean, it's Disney, so it's
If they've got
it's a
enough
movie.
tech to build a ship big enough to host the world's population, they got enough tech to 3D print soy.
It's
mean, yeah.
it's just
Soylent, whatever.
The other thing that I saw about Wally,
It's also a cartoon.
Wally is supposed to be Satan.
Oh my God, where are we
So,
going?
What does it say? Like in the book of Genesis is what I wrote. So what this conspiracy theory says is Wally is supposed to be the serpent
Okay.
because he gives the plant to Eve.
Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah. And the captain is supposed to be like God or not God or whoever, Adam, the other one. I don't know Jesus. But yeah, they said it's like the book of Genesis.
that falls short
So-
for me. That falls really
So
short.
Wally's supposed to be like Satan, like the serpent who gives Eve the
The-
fruit and she like dies
the
for a
problem-
split second.
The problem is the Eve,
Yeah.
that robot,
Mm-hmm.
is specifically looking for the plants. That's why she shuts down and grabs it
I mean,
because they're combing the earth looking for plants to
So
see if
was-
they can come back.
so was Eve.
Not really.
She was like, I want out.
They have.
I gotta
all the
find me a
plants.
plant.
They
The
have all the
apple.
plants already.
That's pretty good, but she was still looking for it.
No, she
I
wasn't.
say because
she
you
wasn't
believe in
looking for
Adam and
that.
Steve. I think
Whoa! I just my brain just blew. Hold on.
immediate ban.
So listen.
Yeah.
So the plant comes from man, right? Like Adam is the apple, like
Okay.
right. So the captain is the human. He technically, like his people, created the plant, and so he created the plant, and the serpent gave Eve the apple, meaning the plant, right?
That's pretty good.
I'm still not.
I'm
Following
glad you
that.
caught it.
I
don't-
like it.
I don't follow that.
It's okay. Our followers will, because ADD and ADHD.
Our followers will follow it. Our biscuits.
Our biscuits.
Our biscuits.
Yeah, I
They
have
are
a bunch
biscuits.
of them.
Yeah.
So if you guys are like stuck on anything,
Speaking of which, I should have worn
Punch.
a brownie boots jacket. I didn't even think about it.
I should have too.
It's almost like he hasn't got me one yet.
Also,
It's almost like, yeah.
Also-
yeah.
I have a longer one that
What's
I
up with
wrote
that?
about.
That's a conspiracy.
What's up with that?
So when we were talking about
You
like
just changed the locks.
back in one of the episodes that we did, you were talking about the guy who created Astor.
Mm-hmm.
He died in the Titanic.
Right.
One of the conspiracies that I saw and heard and read and all that stuff, there was a guy, his name was John Jacob Astor. So the thing about
Okay.
that, there's a conspiracy about him and two other guys that were on that boat.
Mm-hmm.
So the conspiracy is that what I wrote down, John Jacob Astor was on the Titanic, who was against majority shareholder who operated Titanic, J.P. Morgan, I don't know what I was trying to say, but he was trying to do something with the creation of the Federal Reserve Bank, and Astor and two other people, right?
Okay.
They were against him doing that, proposed, not purposed, proposed
Okay.
the creation of Federal Reserve banks, right? I don't know how I wrote it. I wrote it really fast. But those two and Astor, it didn't sit well with them. So what the conspiracy is that J.P. Morgan had Titanic sunk to kill them so he could do it anyways.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's that J.P. Morgan.
And
the JP, the only, yeah.
And the other thing about it is they said, well, maybe, but there's no like real like into like there's no back anything about it other than they butted heads, and now him and 3 other people that were miraculously on the Titanic are no longer alive. There's
to object the feds.
there's 2 other things about it. They also said that technically the Titanic wouldn't have sunk if there wasn't a cursed Egyptian mummy that was on the boat.
No, we're done.
What?
No,
And then
we're not even going to get into that
they
one.
also said that the Titanic...
They were weird with the Egyptian our artifacts back then. They were like, I have to have one in my foyer. Like,
so we can go...
So I can kind of believe that. Sorry, but
That's
like
okay.
that's such a weird left turn, and I get that's what conspiracies are, but like we are so off the mark. Also, I thought his name was Henry, the guy who made the town.
It might have been. That's what. But you had said that somebody was named Astor on the Titanic. I literally just listened to it last night.
I read that the guy who made the town. I thought his name was Henry. It might be John Jacob. That's a hard name, by the way.
Astor.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That's what I thought.
But the other thing is, they had said, and you got to follow me on this, the actual Titanic didn't actually sink.
It was abducted by aliens.
Fair.
It was part of the
No, that's one of them.
the Philadelphia.
Is it really? So
It was the original Philadelphia project. Yeah.
You're close. So they made 3 boats. It was the Olympia or the Olympic, the Titanic, and then there was a 3rd one.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to test out the Olympic to make sure that everything was good and shit like that.
Okay.
And then I'm paraphrasing because I can't really remember because it was a lot. But apparently it got damaged on the trial, the Olympic.
Okay.
So it got damaged, and they were still creating the Titanic. 6 months later, the Titanic miraculously, magically was completely done. It was full. It was good to go. Everything was good, right? And then there's a whole bunch with it, but they're saying what they did a patch job on the Olympic and called it the Titanic because it was damaged or whatever like that. Slapped the name Titanic on the Olympic and set seas with that. There's also
there's
a bunch more.
We've gone through like 5
I know,
in 5
I'm sorry.
minutes. Okay, so a ship sank.
Mm-hmm.
A ship sank with the dude Astor on it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it was John Jacob Astor.
Who made the town?
No.
Oh, well, I don't care. Hang on.
John Jacob Astor was the guy that died.
So a ship did sink.
A ship did sink.
Okay,
yes.
Whether or not it's called what it's called doesn't matter.
They're saying that the actual ship that was supposed to be the Titanic
was the Olympic. That had already had, I'm assuming, catastrophic damage.
Yeah.
What damaged the ship?
I don't remember, to be honest. I know. It was a lot in like a little bit, and I only wrote like 1 page of this tiny little book, but it was damaged, and they were still trying to create the Titanic.
Okay. Like building it.
6 months after the Olympic was damaged, the Titanic was made and done,
quote,
and everything
unquote,
was
christened.
Yeah, everything was good and tested. And
what happened to the Olympic then?
It sunk out in World War II.
No, they're saying that the Olympic was the Titanic.
So that's what I'm asking. So it was quote unquote sunk.
Yeah, they both sunk.
So the Olympic was quote unquote sunk, then renamed the Titanic,
and then
actually
probably the Titanic sunk.
That's what she's saying.
It's so the Olympic was while it was being built. Or the Titanic, while it was being built, there was some catastrophic damage to it.
No, to the Olympic.
That's what she's saying.
Okay, so then to the Olympics, so they slapped the Titanic name on it to not damage the Olympics name. The
Titanic's name.
The Olympics name, because the Olympic was the one that got catastrophic damage while it was being built.
But they didn't want to say it got being built.
Being built.
I have to read.
How
redo all
bad do you
this.
have to fuck up?
Yeah.
You know how big that ship was?
Oh, yeah.
How bad do you have to fuck up to have catastrophic damage before it hits the water?
So get this. The
I was
Titanic
about to make
sank,
a joke and then we'd get sued.
then
I'm not going to do that.
And then the Olympic, so-called Olympic, went and was a hospital ship for World War II. Got sunk in the mouth going into the Mediterranean Sea by a mine.
I could see that.
Just
Oh, yeah.
sunk.
So the Olympic had catastrophic damage before it was done.
Yeah. So
then was finished and still went out to do stuff.
it had the name Titanic slapped on it because the Olympic was the ship. So they did not want to damage the Olympic name.
It's all confusing.
I'll tell you what,
It's
this
so
is more
confusing.
confusing than my favorite. And I'll save that for in a minute.
Okay.
Please continue.
So then they had also mentioned that there was a lot with it, and to be honest, like I personally could spend a whole podcast on it because I want to go dive deeper into this. The thing that I watched, it literally just talked about it for 5 minutes, and then there was like 20 other conspiracy theories with it.
Talked about the Olympic?
About this Titanic and Olympic.
Okay.
Yeah, all together. So
Sister ships.
So So the other thing was they had also mentioned and they saw about the Titanic. Let's call it the Titanic because that's what it's been called in the histories and shit like that. They said 40 minutes prior to the ship actually sinking, all of the controls were turned off. So when they said that they were going to be, I love your face.
This is the Titanic?
This is like the Titanic. Like
Okay.
this is like the
Whether
one
or not it's the Olympic or the Titanic.
Yeah, this
the
is
ship with the name, the Titanic.
the Titanic,
Okay.
the one that they made a movie about, all that shit. Apparently, the comms and everything went.
I forgot
off,
they made a movie.
Yeah, it went off 40 minutes prior to the ship actually sinking. So they said that when like controls was trying to get to the captain, they couldn't hear it. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think they said it had something to do with like the CIA or the feds or something like that. And
Of course it did.
Oh, okay. So yeah, what was that face?
The face was. It was.
Of course it is.
No, it's just such an unreal. Like yeah. Of course, the comms went down.
Yeah.
So that the whatever couldn't get to the captain to stop the ship in time.
And
Yeah.
couldn't avoid.
Bull crap.
All
They saw with that was this tiny little iceberg that was sticking up, and they're like, "We're fine," without realizing that it's like 4 times bigger underwater.
Yeah.
How does a captain?
Captain.
Yeah, he has
A captain.
He has the credits. Not know
Mm-hmm.
because he's made. I'm assuming
He
made
had never made that trek before, ever.
Mhm.
That was his first time on that route. And they ended up going north by a lot, off track. And they got up so far up north that when they were, sending out distress beacons that they were sinking, it wasn't until another container ship, like an actual shipping ship, caught them on the radio and redirected their path because they were way north of where they should have been.
Was this in the movie?
This might have been.
It should have been. Like
it should
if
have
it
been,
wasn't, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's.
What do you mean?
Actually,
He's never done this
He's
before.
never done that route before.
And they went off course after never have done this before. Yeah, you're lucky. The only thing that happened was hitting a freaking iceberg. Like,
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh my god!
They also talked about
How north? We're going from the U.S. to.
The UK.
I just ran into Iceland. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just beached in on
Greenland.
My
Greenland.
bad. Like
hit,
it was dark. Sorry. Like
I hit an iceberg in the Arctic Circle. What do you mean you hit an iceberg in the Arctic Circle?
They also had mentioned something about blankets and stuff like that too, and other boats that were supposed to be on the ship, and they miraculously didn't have the amount that they counted for.
It's not miraculous. We talked about this with
Or not miraculously, but,
coincidentally.
Yeah.
It's not coincidence. Remember the episode where we talked about the Scott Key Bridge?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's just bad maintenance.
Yeah.
I want to get this. I want to get this boat on the water. We don't have enough. I don't care. Put it in the
They
water.
had enough. That's the thing. They counted enough for every single passenger. And this is what they said. They counted enough, but then once like everything was said and done, they didn't have enough for everybody. So it was like, where did these ones go?
They counted enough for the elites, and they had enough for the elites.
Here's my thing.
Fair.
In the documents going to whatever regulatory system says you're good to get on the water, they counted enough, quote unquote. Everything was fine, green lights all around.
This was the largest ship ever at that time.
They didn't have the number of boats. I get that. No, I'm agreeing. But when they went to the regulatory agency, they said, yes, of course we have the boats.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This is the largest boat ever at the time. They did not have a regulatory agency for that. They've never had a boat this size before with this many people on it.
That's hard. That's hard to follow. But here's my thing. I'd like to think in a bit like a skit on SNL that they have like 3 boats in a line, and as the regulatory agency is walking the deck, the guys are grabbing the first boat that they already passed and pushing it up to the front just behind the other 2, and they just keep counting the same 3 boats over and over until they get to the front, and then they go to the other side of the boat and they do the same thing, and it's like, we have 6 boats, we have 600. Like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So other than Disney and the Titanic, what else you got?
I have so much more.
Run it.
Amelia Earhart and Eleanor Roosevelt were lovers.
I heard that.
I don't have any proof to it.
Roosevelt.
Yeah. Teddy Roosevelt's wife. Wife and cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and cousin. Yeah.
And cousin.
Wasn't that in...
That was like Drunken History or some shit that we watched.
Well, there was a movie, The Aviator, with DiCaprio.
It was that too, yeah. So maybe it's not a conspiracy. Maybe it was real.
She was like, you're deaf and I'm gay, so what's up? That's what she said. Like in the movie.
Deaf?
Howard Hughes.
Who's deaf?
Howard Hughes.
Say that again?
Howard Hughes from The Aviator.
Say what you said before that.
Gotcha. So, Amelia Earhart, I think.
Earhart.
Which was the one in the movie?
I don't know.
Oh, anyway, it was either Eleanor Roosevelt or Amelia Earhart, because they were both into aviation and they, I guess, like golf. But they were on the course, and in the movie, this obviously it's Hollywood, so they were in the movie. They're on the golf course, and she says something, and he kind of looks at her and just like, yes, of course. And she's like, he can't hear a fucking word I'm saying. So she raises her voice and directly eye contacts with him, and she's like, well, you're deaf and I'm gay, so let's get on with it. Like,
yeah. But they don't specifically say anything, I don't think, about Eleanor. But from what I remember in Drunken History was there were love letters, but it didn't look like actual love letters, and it could be coded so that they knew like all these other things.
This was the 40s?
I don't know. But the other thing, I don't know history, like numbers, years.
Facts adjacent.
But the other thing that I had wrote down, so Amelia Earhart was, I think she was one of the first or the first woman to fly somewhere.
Across the Atlantic.
So, yeah.
Or Pacific, one of the two.
Feel me on this, right? They always talk about they don't anymore. They always talk about how the Bermuda Triangle is like the cesspool or whatever the hell it's called, where it like brings everything in, but you don't hear about it anymore, right? So this is my conspiracy theory for everybody that's listening. I think they say that the Bermuda Triangle is like this like soul-sucking thing. I think it has something to do with the government. So my conspiracy theory is that whoever Roosevelt found out about his wife and Amelia and had her killed, and they can't find her body anymore because the Bermuda Triangle sucked it in. Right?
Well, first off, it never went. She never flew over. There's documented proof of where her flight path
now,
and it
but
never went over
Sorry, really,
the conspiracy theory to jump onto that.
What are you, a Fed? Why are you debunking this?
No. This is a great conspiracy theory that jumps on that.
Really pause quick, really quick. So I did a what is it called? A history project on Eleanor Roosevelt when I was in second grade. So other than like that, I don't have any like actual facts from 2002. So anything new about the Bermuda Triangle? Anyways, continue.
So Amelia Earhart, when her plane went down, I think it was over the Pacific. Is where I don't know
if that is her real name.
Yeah,
if that is her real name.
First woman to solo fly over either the Pacific or the Atlantic. I don't know which one.
First woman or first person?
First woman to solo fly. Because other men had done it, but there was little women in the pilot seats. Anyways, so
little women like midgets?
Whoa.
No, like, oh my gosh. Her plane crashes. This is the theory.
He's telling
her plane crashes on a deserted island, and coconut crabs ate her body. That's why they can't find her body. That's why they can't find any DNA of her.
Coconut crabs are for real.
Yeah.
Have you seen one of those?
No,
They're
but
huge.
I did also see
You'd have nightmares.
a thing about how Amelia Earhart wasn't actually dead. So the other thing was there's a government conspiracy about the government hiding her.
It's always the government.
Yeah, hiding her. Like they saw her like 6 years later, like close around the area where she should have like washed up to shore or something like that. Yeah, that's all I have for that.
So, who was president at the time?
Whatever Roosevelt.
Okay.
There's two Roosevelts, right? Okay, I don't know which one.
So Roosevelt put out the hit.
Was it Teddy?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
It's not Teddy.
Or
FDR?
FDR
Yeah.
or...
Oh, if it was FDR, he absolutely put out a hit on her.
I thought
FDR is a madman.
Yeah. So I could never remember both of them. Again, I'm not good at history, but I am going to go back because if our listeners heard me say Teddy Roosevelt and they go, this bitch.
let me hook you up on something. So FDR was the guy who dropped the bombs. Like the bombs.
Cuba?
No.
Oh.
No, he wasn't.
I told you I don't know history.
FDR?
He wasn't.
Wasn't he?
No.
Who dropped the bombs?
It was...
Jamie, look that up.
I think it was Woodrow Wilson. Herbert... No.
I thought it was FDR.
We had a president whose last name was Wilson.
No, he wasn't.
I don't know my presidents, y'all.
Truman was the one that dropped the bombs.
Was FDR before Truman?
After. Or no, yeah, he was before Truman. So FDR came in during the Great Depression.
The 20s?
FDR.
Yeah.
Okay.
20s into the 30s. And then Truman came in after.
I might be thinking of Truman. He was an absolute madman.
Truman was
straight up
horrible.
Insane person.
That one I know.
Okay.
That scene in Oppenheimer, just a tiny bit of how insane Truman was.
Oh, that's right.
When
when they brought
Oppenheimer
him into
was
the
talking,
office. That's right.
He's like, "Get this don't let this crybaby ever come anywhere near here again." It's like because he was complaining like, I brought this pain on people. That's what Truman's like. I dropped the bomb. You pussy.
That's what I thought it was. So I thought FDR was Truman, and I'm thinking if FDR has the absolute insanity to drop the first bombs, he definitely has the insanity to put out a hit on his wife's lover.
100%.
100%. And then you come back to it, and you're like, hey, it's not what they think it is, because FDR thinks they got her. You know what I mean? They disappeared her when her plane crashed and all that good jazz, and then she shows up like 6 years later.
Yeah.
So somebody in the whatever office that was running the hit was like, hey, I'm going to need you to disappear for a while, like a good long while.
So yeah, it would have been FDR. But FDR was equally crazy.
They all are, technically.
Yeah, but there are certain people that are
You gotta be
like
you gotta be nuts to be president.
Yeah.
you got to be nuts to be president for 4 terms.
Oh,
FDR, 4 terms.
Well, not 4 full terms because I think he died like halfway through his last term.
What?
insane.
I didn't know about that.
No way.
His 3rd and 4th terms, like on the campaign trail, they had to prop him up out of his wheelchair because he lost entire use of his legs like halfway through his 3rd term.
Was FDR the one with polio?
No.
Why did he lose his
He
legs?
might have been. I don't know what he had, but I know he lost all control of his legs, so he was carted around in a wheelchair. And he was like, I will not be
Like
photographed. I
Annie.
will not be video taped. I will not be out in the public in this wheelchair.
Yeah, like
Like
in
who?
Annie, the movie.
Yeah.
He was in Annie,
Which one?
the original.
I never saw it.
It's so good. Tim Curry is in it.
Tim's or kids in orphanages are just that's not
Ugh.
my bag with movies. I'm good.
Anyways,
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
dead celebrities.
You got more?
Oh yeah, but we can go to Ryan. I was gonna say Avril
No,
Lavigne.
go for it. Run it.
Avril Lavigne died.
Yeah. And replaced
Have
with a look-alike.
Avril
Melissa.
Lavigne. I know the name.
Skater
he was
boy.
a skater
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get copyrighted for that.
No.
Not with his
Okay.
singing.
She what?
So the person that you see now, like what was it, 2003 or 2008? I can't remember. The person you see from that point on, like to
That's
today,
a huge difference in time. That's like Afghanistan and Iraq.
there's
That's a
literally-
massive difference.
They have pictures with this
Yeah.
conspiracy theory of the 2 Avril Lavignes side by side,
Mm-hmm.
and one is from 2003, one is from like 2016. I'm like, you can't compare the 2. Everybody
'Cause she
changes
looks
in
older.
13 years.
I was just thinking the same. Like so
But I
when she
haven't.
was a star.
yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
100%.
No,
So
I
when she was a
haven't.
100%.
star at a child, and then she grew up,
Mm-hmm.
they took another picture. It's like
Yeah,
what?
yeah. That's
No, but I think it's true. But they also said
You think the conspiracy is true that she was replaced?
that the real Avril Lavigne died from for me, I think it's a drug overdose. She died. and
Oh
then
my
she
God.
Yeah.
I could see that. I'm not saying that this theory is necessarily wrong. Just every single piece of evidence is the most
The pictures are dumb.
bullshit.
The pictures
Yeah,
are
'cause
dumb.
Sometimes they even say, "Oh, look, she's wearing different color of eyeshadow."
Okay, that's stupid. My thing is,
That's literally one of the
feel
points.
me on
I
this
hate
though. If she was like a clone or they already had this in the books, why would the actual Avril Lavigne be out in public anyways?
Well, they got to keep the bit going. Like
So, but she would already have like been replaced at that point. So yes, Avril Lavigne is singing, but like you're seeing the picture of the same 2 people. However, I think some of the pictures they do look a little different when it comes to certain like shapes of your face. But I understand
I
you
could
get
show
old.
you a picture of my mom when she graduated high school and a picture of my mom
do
after
that.
she graduated. No, absolutely not.
Do that.
Do that.
the chat would love it. Chat,
It's the same idea as Paul McCartney.
pee
So
in the
I
chat.
had written that down.
Pee in the chat if you want to see a picture
There's
of
a
Ryan's
whole
mom
bunch
No,
of other ones.
absolutely not.
in high school.
No.
Chat, pee in the chat.
So the last one that I'll say, and then you could go ahead and do yours because I've been overtaking it.
No, we're good.
Katy Perry is actually John Bonet Ramsey.
I've seen this one too.
What? There's nothing else more that I had to say with that.
You can't hold up. No, you
I didn't
can't.
write any more. That's all I wrote. You can talk about it.
I don't know it. You can't just say that.
Yeah, the point was to
So it's
bring it
not
so you can
real.
explain it.
It's not real, and I know it's not real. But the age difference is like 6 years apart. But some reporter was like, "Oh, you look a lot like John Bonet Ramsey," and if you look at John Bonet Ramsey's parents, they look a lot like Katy Perry. And one of the interviewers or reporters or something was like, blink twice if you're John Bonet Ramsey. And Katy Perry was like, you're dumb. And that's all I got out of that.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, I don't have anything else.
You can fake birth certificates
know
and
that.
stuff, especially
Can you?
yeah.
Yeah, you
absol-
can.
If this was something where Katy Perry as big as she is,
Right.
they wouldn't have wanted her to go into the realm. They would have created a completely false person if it was actually John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah, her name is Katy Perry. That's the whole.
And they would have created the false birth certificates, all the false documents they would have created to make it look like she was actually Katy Perry, if that was the actual thing. So yes, that you can absolutely create false birth certificates and stuff. People do it all the time.
So you're for this?
No, I'm just saying, like, if that was the thing,
because what you're saying is like it is plausible.
Because it's plausible.
It is.
It's plausible. I don't think it's true, but it's plausible.
It can happen. Is what he's saying.
It's a 6-year difference. Like,
have you heard the John Benet story?
It's insane.
No, which one?
Well, the just the facts, like I guess what you would say is the facts, quote unquote.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
There was an actual documentary where they found the person who kidnapped her.
Okay.
I can't remember everything though.
Was it not John Podesta?
I don't know who that is. Some 20-year-old kid.
I'm way off.
No,
I'm in another wormhole. Rabbit hole?
There was this guy, I think he was
living... you're in a wormhole.
Yeah.
He was living in Europe or out of the States or something like that. And I can't remember because it's been so long since I watched it. But they were years and years and years. And, like, the mom had cancer and died and, like, everything. And, like,
John Benet's mom?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, she didn't live to quote unquote see who killed her. So they ended up, I don't remember how, but they ended up finding out that this guy was like nearby or something like that and was using like one of those internet cafe things.
Yeah.
And they ended up like, I can't remember. It was like either he contacted somebody or they contacted him, but like he knew the ins and outs of like everything and explained everything. And after like a year of this undercover agent like talking to this guy, he ends up like spilling the truth. And he's like, I don't want anybody to know about this though. And then they ended up finding him. I think it was in like somewhere in Europe, and they ended up putting him in jail. I'll take a look at it. We can talk about it in the next podcast if you want. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I believe it, but I don't believe it at the same time.
The Katy Perry thing or
the
like
Katy Perry? No, the Katy Perry thing. The documentary, it kind of like, you're like, wow, that's crazy. But I also watched like 2 other documentaries about it before they found the quote unquote killer.
So that's new?
Yeah. Like within the last 2 years.
How convenient.
Yeah. Yeah.
They put out a bunch of documentaries over 25, 30 years. And now the guy's like, hey, I did it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't know when they found him, but I know like most of the documentaries were like the parents killed her. And I was all on board for that. I was like, hell yeah, you have this kind of proof and this kind of proof and this kind of proof. And like the family looks really fucking weird. I'm thinking about it.
Uh-oh.
No. I may be getting the parents mixed up with the Casey Anthony parents. But I know about the John Benet Ramsey thing was like the guy. That I know that is what I'm thinking about, but I might be thinking Casey Anthony's parents compared to John Benet Ramsey's parents.
Woof.
But I do know John Benet's mom, she did pass away from cancer.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So under this Reddit thread that I found talking about random like conspiracy theories, somebody mentioned Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey.
Okay.
Under this, a comment literally says, honestly, this one is intuitive. It's not true and it's silly, but I can see how someone would believe it if they didn't realize that Katy Perry is just a rushed update to Zooey Deschanel.
Oof.
Wow. A rushed update is rough.
And then the comment below that is
fair.
Zoe 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Can I say one more? So last one for me, and then I'm going to close my book because I want you guys to talk. I feel like I've been talking this whole entire thing.
You should.
You know, we're just 45 minutes in.
I know, I'm so sorry. And we can go more into it later, but they had mentioned that they found out who Jack the Ripper was. And
Who's
it's
they?
people.
Okay. I thought the CIA. What are you talking about?
The author, Richard Wallace,
I don't know
who
who that
made
is.
Alice in Wonderland.
It's a long.
He came up with who Jack the Ripper is?
No,
He
said
is Jack the Ripper.
they said that the
It's a
author
stretch.
of Alice in Wonderland
Yeah.
is Jack the Ripper.
It's such a stretch.
They kind of made it very compelling.
I
Like,
didn't even know the story. I just know to come up with the story of
So-
Alice in Wonderland in your head, you got to be kind of fucked up.
whenever like the whole Jack the Ripper situations took place,
Yeah.
he was technically in those areas. And then there's 2 different books or poems or stuff like that he kind of explains it a little bit. There was only one instance though where they said that he wasn't in the same area with his last quote unquote killing, but they think that it was an accomplice because they think it was a certain person that was tied with him because he was in the same area when it took place.
It's a lot of coincidences.
But they said that he confessed in like I said, like 2 books or poems or something like that. And I will bring it on next podcast so I can like look more into it.
Did he confess or did he say like 7 + 3 is,
No. So one of the things was called Jabberwocky, and then the other one was called Hunting the Snark.
that dude was a schizophrenic.
He was a schizophrenic, but
And he very easily could have been taken inspiration from the Times.
so
Because that
okay,
was everywhere.
that could make a lot more
That
sense
was in
because
everything.
the way that they explained it in the conspiracy thing that I watched was that he, in a lot of the things that he wrote, it tied into like certain things that Jack the Ripper did with the bodies or what he did in the crime scenes. I can't remember specifically, but it had something to do with, I think it was like candy and nails. Or something like
Horrifying
that.
combination,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. That's what I can remember off the top of it. Mind you, I went through like probably 150 different conspiracy theories last night from
How did-
2 o'clock until 5:30 this
Oh
morning.
my God.
Yeah.
Dedication.
Yeah,
How did
I
we
wanted
go
to know.
from sports trivia to candy and nails in the Jack the Ripper story? Like, what happened? What did we do? We go on for vacation for a week. This podcast goes to shambles.
Did you have stuff? I feel
I got
bad.
I got one that's I just constantly see Finland doesn't actually exist. And the theory is that Japan and the Soviet Union
What now?
created Finland. So the theory that Finland doesn't exist is that the Soviet Union and Japan during World War II
I would hope.
created
Yeah.
I would hope.
created Finland as a way for Japan to fish international waters without all of Europe being like, what are you guys doing? And like being up their ass. So the idea is that they created this landmass and they've faked all of the pictures from Finland and all of the things that come from Finland.
Are you saying
And it's just a body of water.
Ah,
Just so
That
Japan
was my
can
next
fish.
question,
Yes, it's
yeah.
just a body of water that Japan can fish in.
Jesus
What about people
Christ.
from Finland? Are they?
They don't
It's not.
exist.
That's not even the point.
It's not the point.
What
yeah.
he's saying is that
I'm
an
so
entire
confused.
landmass of area doesn't exist.
Yeah, an entire landmass that we have photographed
multiple
from
times.
space.
Yeah.
It would
Well,
be.
space isn't real.
It would be one thing if you said Finland as a country doesn't exist. It's actually the Soviets and the Chinese, or I'm sorry, wow,
Japanese.
Soviets and
Racist.
Japanese. Whoops,
racist.
coming together to create a false government,
Yeah.
shadow government that runs a country to do their bidding. That I can fully get behind.
Yeah.
The
absolutely.
idea that a country landmass doesn't exist.
Just so Japan, which has arguably the best fishing out of any country, can go to Europe to fish.
It's the dumbest. That's the
Your
dumbest
face.
I know,
conspiracy
it's
theory.
so good.
I think that's my favorite dumbest
Yes.
conspiracy theory. Like
I don't know. I can
the
get
moon
you
doesn't
some more.
exist or the earth is flat.
The
Hang
moon
on.
is hollow.
Is better at being a conspiracy theory than
Yes.
Finland doesn't exist. Like
The
And the
landmass
reasoning-
of Finland.
and the reasoning makes it dumber. Like you're already all right, I'm listening. What do you mean all of Finland, the whole place doesn't exist, quote unquote. It's just a body of water. Well, it's because of the Soviets and the Japanese. I'm already done listening. Like
Yeah.
this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Oh my god.
So the other thing that has to do with Japan goes back to when Japan was the colonizers, I guess, or the ruling country of the Koreas.
You mean the Empire?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
empire was the ruling. So
Literally the Empire in
Yeah.
Star Wars?
yeah, they were
No, that's real.
they were controlling the landmass of the Korean Peninsula.
Correct.
And so they're in control. They renamed the English version of Korea, which used to be spelled with a C, renamed it to a K so that Japan would show up before them in English dictionaries.
Alphabetical order.
English dictionaries. Yes.
I can't explain to the listeners what an eye roll sounds like.
Your eyes just hit the
Yeah,
ground and they're
it's
over the
so
corner.
s-
But
Stupid.
we'll pause so you can hear it. Ready?
Then again, you say that, and then I go back to what the Europeans did to other countries.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw this. I think Jimmy Carr did this recently.
I love Jimmy Carr.
Do you know
Oh,
what the name for Germany is to Germans who live there?
nope. I can't say that. What is it?
It's not Germany. It's Deutschland.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so we don't know that. We have no idea. We hear the term Deutschland. We don't even know what the fuck it means.
Dutch?
So
Deutsch.
when the
Yeah, but isn't that
Europeans,
Dutch?
No,
Like Amsterdam?
no.
That's
It's
not Germany?
I'm
completely
sure
different.
it's
I'm sorry, guys.
they're
I don't know my
completely different,
geographical
entirely
areas.
different.
so when the Europeans came through and grabbed everybody back in the 1817s, 16s, they were like, "No, you're not." Like to Deutschland, they're like, "You're Germans. You're Germany." And then when they grabbed Japan or went through Japan, they called it Japan. Do you know what they call Japan in Japan? Like
The motherland.
the name that they go the motherland, the motherland,
Mukbang?
Nippon. Nippon is the name for Japan to the
But,
Japanese.
okay, but that's like
if
so-
somebody came through our country and said, "You're not the United States,
yeah,
you're
but
you're
the
Little
United
England."
States is stupid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I can definitely see them changing the name from a
Look
C
up-
to a K just to be
Yeah.
dicks about it.
Yeah.
We
Look
do it
up-
all the time. They
Look
do it
up
all
the
the time.
different spellings for pineapple.
Well, it's
It's America or Americans or whatever
But
being
the-
like
the theory-
the English
the theory
being
there.
like we're gonna be fucking different. Like
the
Right.
theory there is it's just how we describe things in the different tongues. So that is that. But what this conspiracy theory is saying is that Japan specifically changed Korea's English name.
Right.
Not whatever they call themselves.
Right.
They changed their English name from a C to a K.
I can see
so
it.
Japan would
I can
absolutely
absolutely
see it. Yeah.
see it.
Whereas the Deutschland was just because King George was like, nah, you're Germany.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can see C to a K.
they
but
couldn't pronounce it.
purposely
They
were like
couldn't pronounce
they were
it.
like, I don't like Deutschland, Germany. And then they were like Nippon. That doesn't sound anything like Japan. And they just like, now you're Japan. Like it just no, I can 100% see
racism.
just yeah.
Eh,
You know, the
I
Europeans,
think it's- I
not the
think it's-
Americans, the
it's-
Europeans.
The
it's-
whites.
Yeah, the other whites.
I think
bad
it's
whites.
less racism and more along the lines of each individual language has its own mnemonics and
Hieroglyphics.
and there's a reason that the Japanese, the Koreans, the Chinese, the Oriental or Asian
Nope,
countries.
can't say that anymore.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Those countries,
have
those
to say?
people cannot say the R
Yeah.
like what we can. It doesn't exist in any of those languages.
Yeah, that's
Our
true.
sounds do not exist over there.
I don't know if that's true.
They do not exist.
I don't know if that's true.
What do you
in
have?
the original,
I'm not going to comment on it. I just don't know if it's true.
What do you say instead of the O word?
What do you mean?
Well, you said you can't say it. So I'm
Say
not gonna
what?
Say it.
Say
You just
what?
say
Can't say
Asian?
what?
Do you just say Asian?
Asian countries.
I don't know. I just know that the O word is not okay anymore.
Well, I wasn't
don't know
gonna
why.
say it.
I
Nothing's
just don't.
okay anymore. And
You're
it's
right.
Not,
You're
it's-
right.
Yeah, whatever.
What? No, we can't say that. What'd you tell my grandpa he can't say?
What? I'd like to point out I said he couldn't say something, which
Couldn't
means
say
I'm on the
something,
right. Yeah.
But he didn't say anything.
The right
bad.
side, not the
No,
right.
you said you're on the right.
So
Hell?
yours is.
We were on the
Oh my God.
I was singing the
The
Soviet
anthem.
Union national anthem.
I do
Sorry.
love those videos where they set a hammer down on a table on a sickle.
On a sickle. Oh, no!
Oh my God. Not like this.
Not like this.
Oh man.
So
Anyways.
yours is
I just found that particular
Yeah.
too funny, especially since it has to do with Japan and the fishing industry.
right.
They wanted to fish in Europe. Why would they want to fish in Europe? So they created a fake landmass
So they can get
so
their
that they could
sushi.
fish internationally without Europe being.
European
up
sushi is
there.
dog shit.
So they can get
Exactly.
sushi.
Why would they want it? Like
Oh, hey, look! I caught a carp.
I don't even know what
Carp.
body of water over there I would want to
I don't
fish
even
in.
know what
like
fish is
yeah,
in it.
carp. Like what are we talking? Like
carp.
All I think about when I
Well,
hear
no, that's
carp
Asian, but
is
it's-
Animal Crossing. Boop,
Crush-
woo,
crush-
woo, woo.
crushing.
Crushing?
that was
That's all
really
I-
good.
My thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good.
Hit me with one.
No,
No.
Oh, what?
Hit me with a conspiracy theory.
I
I
got
know
one.
you got one. I
I
know
got
you got
one for you.
No, go ahead.
No, for you, because we talked about it.
Oh,
That one.
You want me to talk about it?
Yeah.
No, I don't like that one.
Okay.
It sounds racist.
It does.
So the conspiracy theory is redheads are aliens.
yeah, yes.
That sounds racist.
It does sound racist now that you
beautiful.
said it. I was like,
That sounds super racist. I don't know what the hell that's about. I think some kind of Frank Herbert thing with that. Anyway,
that is.
so Dune. So mine,
Oh, I was like, what?
and I've got a couple, but mine, my ultimate favorite, my absolute go-to, my drunk in the bar, drunk at home by myself favorite is always and will always be MK Ultra.
Yes, 100%.
I didn't know you guys wanted to talk about that, so I skipped over literally all of those.
Why wouldn't I talk about that?
I know. I thought you guys didn't want to talk about like mainstream stuff.
I mean,
the ideal would be to find a non-mainstream one. That's what I originally said. Find
Okay,
a
fair.
non-mainstream one and research the crap out of it.
No, I didn't research any of this
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
the C-
exactly. That was the point. The
My
point
bad.
was so that
My
you could
bad.
explain it.
so the C to a
You
K,
explained some of them pretty good.
the C to a K in Korea is the most non-mainstream I've ever
That's
heard.
Yeah.
It's
So
an
good.
insane
It's
thing to
beautiful.
find online.
I love
I'm
it.
glad somebody wrote it down in a Reddit thread. So
Thank you, Reddit, again.
the MK Ultra, everybody knows the key points. The ones that I like the most are the connections, the quote unquote coincidences, and what everybody puts on MK Ultra through the years. So I think it was in like 49, something like that. It was back in like right after World War II.
The men who stare at goats.
Yeah. So my favorite,
We watched that, right?
I did.
I watched it. I don't know if
That's one
I
of my
thought it
favorites.
was one of the movies that we watched all three of us together.
probably not.
I'm not sure.
I have it, so we can watch it together.
Okay.
but-
So my favorite is with the MK Ultra, not the basics, not the what everybody knows. It's the little stuff that comes up through history, and whether or not it's true or not is the point. It's a conspiracy theory. Yeah, exactly. So
What? What?
It's
So-
the
You don't
little
have to
things that
explain
come
it.
up. The little things that come up. MK Ultra,
Yep.
right here.
Yep.
It's the Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
Yeah.
he's doing the.
These people are everywhere. So my favorite of the MK Ultra is who's involved. And it's quote unquote, because again, it's all a conspiracy theory. We know the MK Ultra was true, but the stuff that comes out of it and who quote unquote's involved is the conspiracy of the MK Ultra still. It's Manson. It's Ted Kaczynski. It's
Manson was a patient or somebody that like
was recruited to the MK Ultra program. That's why he became Manson.
makes so much
Manson was a patient.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Like, was he a patient or like he helped?
Well, I don't know if
MK?
I'd call it a patient. It's
He became a patient.
yeah, you're a willing participant.
I didn't know they
some,
were willing.
I want some LSD.
They were willing.
Yeah, they did it out of a university.
They were willing.
It was a.
I thought it was forced. Like
so
it was like a soldier thing.
Yes, there are plenty of forced cases of MK
Okay,
Ultra through the
okay,
CIA
okay.
and through the soldier program, but there are fully willing participants who go to the University of Colorado or California.
Berkeley, I think.
Yeah. And then they go, we're going to give you something and you're going to tell us how you feel and this and that and the other. And then 8 hours later, they come out of the study and they're like, wow, I don't remember anything. And the CIA is like, he was a terrible brainwash. Like, don't use him.
Yeah.
And then 20 years later, come up with Manson because you gave him unregulated way
LSD.
more than you should have. Yeah. And then Manson
Yeah.
becomes a cult leader because he can see the hand of God because he's a schizophrenic now and turns into Manson. So then it was Ted Kaczynski, who is well documented in photos at, I believe, Berkeley, where he went because Ted Kaczynski was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He was a
called
murderer too?
the Unabomber.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ted Kaczynski was the guy who mailed a bunch of stuff in the mail and sent it to people, and it boom. So the other ones are on the MK Ultra. It's I don't remember off the top of my head, but they've got a bunch of people who through the years come up with, hey, look at that. That looks like a exact replica of what happened with other MK Ultra participants / non-participants, people who were forced into it. So I like the MK Ultra a lot for what it is because it's true. It's a real thing that really happened. And then through the years, these people in the zeitgeist come in and they're like, wow, that's an MK Ultra right there. If I've ever seen one, like step by step, that is what that is. And I love going through the old crime docs and you're like, wow, that's weird. What a coincidence. You mean he had a handler? Like intelligence agency person guiding him through this thing that he did, or he was in close proximity to them or something like that. And then you come to find out, you're like, oh, wow, he was there when it was happening on the books. Like, no, he's definitely, without question, a willing
Part of
or
it, yeah.
unwilling participant. Yeah.
I just thought about it. You have something?
They had 80 institutions involved in MK.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
44 schools and colleges. And then they had psychiatric hospitals, like regular hospitals.
That's the one that I knew. They were
type
doing
of
the
stuff.
psychiatric against their will,
I hate
obviously.
those.
Yeah.
It freaks me out. What I was going to say, though, is like a conspiracy that I'm just now thinking about. Aren't we kind of doing like not we, but it's not we.
We are doing
Not
MK
we,
Ultra.
but isn't MK Ultra
2.0.
still kind of happening to this day? Like we're doing like now microdosing shrooms and microdosing this and making this and this and that.
Not
To
not
kind
in
of-
the public sense of MK Ultra, because technically that was a CIA operation
Yeah.
that was discontinued. So it very well could be
Was it,
continued. It
though?
very well could be continued as far as we know, because
Yeah.
it's the CIA and they don't want to fucking tell anybody or anything, you know. So
Mm.
it's like, but as far as the U.S. population and the world knows, MK Ultra no longer exists because it was an operation that ended. technically.
Ended.
So, the other one that comes up is Robert Hunter, who is the lyricist for the band The Grateful Dead, reportedly participated in CIA-backed experiments with LSD. Whitey Bulger, which is the movie with Johnny Depp being an older guy who was in the mob. Have you seen that one?
Mafia Wars. No.
Could be.
Something.
So he also believed that volunteered while in prison, believing he was participating in experiments for a schizophrenia cure, but later discovering he was the subject of an LSD experiment to see if it could break a person's mind. Ted Kaczynski, Frank Olson, and then all the ones that are unreported, or how do I say unconfirmed, which is the conspiracy part of it. So I like the idea
Oswald.
that, yes.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
So there's a bunch of stuff that, yes, definitely he was part of the
100%.
MK Ultra.
Like, as you were saying this, I was like, Oswald.
And my favorite thing too is like this I won't say it fell out of the zeitgeist, but it definitely fell out of the mainstream. MK Ultra was kind of like a back burner to Skynet and AI and Y2K and all the crazy stuff that was coming through with the tech revolution. But now that Stranger Things has come out, MK Ultra is back on the map.
Yep.
So we're starting to see everything come back to the front again, and everybody's through the years from 1949, quote unquote, when they supposedly started. Now we're going back through the archives and going, oh wow, that thing in Oklahoma looks a lot like an MK Ultra thing, and we're starting to see lead up, and it's like, okay, nobody can confirm that's the conspiracy side. That's what the part I love, but you look through it and you're like, wow, either they by themselves came up with all of this, or they definitely had a handler and went through the brainwashing and had the program turned on them. And yeah, whether it was participating or non-participating, it's I love that conspiracy theory more than pretty much anything. Whether it be the government, the military, whatever, I don't care. All the other I love the MK Ultra like rabbit hole. I hate that it was a thing, obviously. But I love the conspiracy side of it. Like, yeah, Manson was definitely part of it. And you're like, how do you mean? And then you start looking down the rabbit hole and you're like, wow, okay. Yeah, yes, I believe that. And then the other three people pop up and you're like, wow, that's crazy. It's getting more real. Like
and that ties into the Grateful Dead being the creators of the internet. Have you heard that?
The Grateful Dead?
The Grateful Dead.
I did not.
I have heard that. I heard that a really long ass
The
time
band?
ago. Yes.
The band.
Now that you say it.
it ties
It's pretty good.
Directly in.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not bad.
I have one last more, or one, whatever, if you don't have something.
I don't have any.
So I'll wrap it up real quick. So you remember Lilo and Stitch, going back to my favorite show?
Movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a show too.
Oh.
Anyways, Cobra Bubbles was not actually a social worker. He is still in the CIA, and Lilo and Nani's parents were actually working in the CIA, and they got murdered. And Cobra Bubbles is literally looking after them to make sure that they're good.
Okay. I don't know if I run with parents were murdered, but sure. He's definitely still in the CIA. 100%.
100%.
Yeah, in the show.
Yeah.
In the movie, it's not even like hinted. They're like, no, he's definitely in the agency.
Former, and then, but no, there's a whole thing, and I can look up more about that too. But yeah, they said that he was, and these were shorts. These were like maybe 30 seconds of explaining it. Yeah. But yeah, he's in the CIA because the parents, or one of the parents, worked in the CIA, and they were unalived because they were in the CIA together. Maybe not like one was. Yeah. But yeah. So it was like
that's in Hawaii, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a massive thing about the CIA and the intelligence community in Hawaii.
So I'll take a look more into that. But
there's a reason we wanted those islands.
Yeah.
And it was only partially because of the war. Like there's a whole thing there about the community and the intelligence agencies and all that.
Yeah.
You can get to Japan from Hawaii.
100%.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying again, the intelligence communities wanted that chain of islands way more.
Oh, yeah.
Not just because of the location to Japan. Like, it's a whole separate thing
yeah,
all by
it's a whole
itself.
thing. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How did we get here? Oh my God. I gotta get off the grid.
I think we do.
It's funny going from like a mountain retreat. I mean, off grid, straight up, like in the mountains. And a week later, we're going into conspiracies for a full episode. It's a weird one.
Makes sense. But
Chickens.
yeah.
Grow
All
your own chickens.
All I have to say is the Earth is flat.
No.
There is a firmament.
No.
And the moon is hollow.
No.
100%.
No.
It's the truth.
No. No. No.
Fucking hated it.